our minds together, get in a position to kill this day and this week. So if you have never been to a Monday meetup, the first half we send messages. The second half we keep our phones on do not disturb. Keep our phones on do not disturb and out of sight, so that we are not distracted. And so come into the room if you can, communicate in the chat. But I want to see your faces. I want this to be a round table discussion. Okay. All right. So it's so crazy. Everything that Eric Thomas and Darius Daniels were saying, it really comes down to perspective. So the way that you're going to kill this day, set yourself up to run into the next month, is really going to be based on your perspective and how you're looking at things. So like Rachel was saying this morning on the live, like, don't look at this as the last day, like, oh, it's the last day, so I'm just gonna chill out and rest up and wait for the first. Like, no, you want to set yourself up. I know for me, I love running through the end of the month. For one, it gets me closer, if not allows me to hit my goal. And then for two, it sets me up so well to kill it for the next month. And so it's not over until it's over. And so your perspective and how you're looking at things and how you're viewing God, the limits are not limits that you're putting on him, on yourself, it's really going to be based on what you're thinking, what mindset, what lens you're looking through. And so we need to get the proper perspective, so that we can make sure that we do everything that we can in order to end the month as strong as ever. And so let's talk about it. Like, what perspective, like what lens are you looking at this day through? And how can we shift it if it's not the correct lens to be looking through? So that's what I wanted to talk about today, just perspective. Like for me, I'm killing it. Like, listen, I'm reloading my emerald. I'm finishing out my success bonus. I am finishing out this last tier 1. If God will it, it'll be two more tier 1s that I'm closing out. So like I'm ready. Like he can do anything within a day. Like there's nothing that he cannot do. There's nothing that we cannot do through him. And so, or that he cannot do through us. And so listen, it is go time. I am pumped. I am hyped. And so what perspective do you guys have for today? Like what lens are you looking through for today?
I'll jump in. Oh, go ahead, Miss Shani.
My lens and I'm looking at this morning, I'm gonna get these 3 customers I need to close this box, and and then my distributor's gonna get her 2 customers, and we gonna close our boxes today. That's what I'm looking at. I think it was like 249 for us to close. I needed like 190 in volume, and she needs only 59 in volume. So she just needs a customer to buy gummy, two customers to buy bottles of gummies, and she gonna be where she needs to be at. And she closed her box out, and I just need my 3 customers with some 14 eases. They coming with these 14 eases this morning. I'm closing these boxes today. They getting closed, so that's my expectation, is to close these boxes. So I'm still running like I'm at the beginning of the month. So I don't care if it is the end of the month. God can do whatever he want to do when he want to do it. And so I'm just expecting the overflow over here. So I'm just excited about today. I'm excited about today, no matter what it looks like. The devil is a liar. I'm gonna get it. I ain't worried about them giants over there. I'm just like Joshua. What giants? What giants? We gonna do this over here. I went out. Y'all didn't even hear me, did you? Did y'all hear all of me?
We heard you. We heard you.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Kizzy. I'm super pumped. This weekend we went to the road rally here in Dallas, and it was crazy. Okay, I mean, it was so crazy that I was just like ready to just leap. Okay, yes, this is the end of the month, but it's not the end of the game. Even if you didn't reach where you were trying to reach, it's okay to keep going. Don't get discouraged and don't quit. So that's my determination, is to continue to help the ones that came in with me in this business to continue to run away the race, even though they may be discouraged. It's okay, because your excitement actually transfers. So as long as you stay excited about the business, it will transfer. I do believe in that. I'm excited at every step of it. I was honored to meet Mr. Pentecost this weekend. It was crazy. He's so humble, and it just gave me like this energy that I just couldn't even explain. But yeah, so I'm excited about today, and I'm also excited about tomorrow, because I know it's gonna be on and popping. Just do the things. I watched these people get on the stage, and I talked to a lot of them Saturday. They were just saying, like, just basically consistency. That's all I kept hearing. Just be consistent. Even when you fall off the horse, get back on it. Your leg might be broke, but get back on the horse and keep riding. It's just straight consistency, and that just set a fire in my heart. It's crazy. But y'all, I'm at the doctor's office. I gotta go. So I just wanted to hop in, chime in. Y'all have a good day.
I'll hop in now before we get to going. We're goers today. All right, so I am really excited. I'm pumped up because, like we say, it's the end of the month, but we are never going to reach the end of God and his favor and his mercy. And so I am pumped with just that understanding alone, and knowing that he can do exceedingly abundantly in one day that we could even try to do in a month. So I'm excited for it. I'm looking for the DTs to come in. I'm looking for the loyal customers, just the new conversations, everything. So I got my follow-up game ready. Okay, I got the video. I'm telling y'all, put the video link in the search, in your search, in your messenger, and it's going to pull up everybody that you've ever sent the video to. Send them an invite for tonight's call. Just send it out, blast it out. Also put in the link, or not the link, put in the word tag, because you sent that to everybody that put up a post for you. So follow up and see if they put the post up for you. That's another one. Another thing to put in is midsection. So type in midsection. Is going to bring up everybody that you ever talked to about maybe the rap or the trio. Follow up with them and call them on Messenger. Call them on Messenger, say, hey, I'm in between orders. Can I call you? Through Messenger. And it works, y'all. So get them on the phone, close them out, and just use it. Do it. Okay, you can do it. You can do it. Okay. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. Yeah, and it was the video link. It was the video link, not video. You could put in video, but if you actually put in the actual link to the video, like if you sent them like the opportunity video, put that link in the search, and it'll bring up everybody that you sent the video to.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in a bad area, so I didn't know. But I'm excited. I woke up this morning and I'm like, my mind is made up. I am finishing. I need one distributor to close my block, but I'm actually just going for a full cycle because I know that God can do that. So I'm not limiting myself or him to one block. Like, we finishing a whole cycle today. So I'm excited. And I plan to have it done before. I'm going to have it done before the opportunity call, but I'm still going to get people on that call. So thanks, Robin, for that, because I never tried to search like the video link in the search bar. So that's a good one. But yeah, like they were saying, it just really like, and Rachel was saying, like, God will meet you at your level of faith. So I know that, and I believe that. And so I'm going for everything. Like, I know Friday was a great day for me. And like she said, trick it over to Saturday.
But it's not over with, so I'm excited.
Super excited to end the month strong. It's so funny. I was looking at my chart this morning and just looking at where I was and kind of messaging with Rachel about, okay, what do I need to do? Like, where do I need to go? And here's the thing, at the end of the day, no matter where you are in your business, no matter how long you've been in, no matter whether or not you think you got it, message your enroller, your upline, somebody to say, what should I do? Like, when did the customers come in? When the distributors come in, because they're coming, what should I do? What is my next step? Should I work on my next 4-on-1? Should I actually move? Because, we're pushing for so many things at one time. And I was talking to my newbie about this on Saturday, and I was like, yo, it is so much on the table. You have a $2,500 bonus, a $10,000 bonus, a trip to Punta Cana, like weekly cycle bonuses. So it's really having a good understanding of where you are in terms of, that's why it's good to know where you are in terms of your chart. Like, cause it makes sense. And again, you can wait till the end of the day. You can do all your enrollments today and figure it out. Like, okay, what do I do? Like, do I need to move them? Like, do I need to keep them? Am I closing a cycle? Am I closing a block? But just having a good understanding and overall understanding of your business. And listen, go live with your product. Stop saying that you're scared. Like, I went live wrapping my stomach, like, on Facebook, and I'm a mom, and it's vulnerable, right? Like, it's a vulnerable moment. But at the end of the day, it's showing people that we use the products and we love the products. Be your own walking billboard. If you're not, like, it's hard for, it becomes your salesperson, right? Like, you're a salesperson. Stop being a salesperson and share product testimonials. Your own journey is going to sell more than anybody else's. Listen, let me tell you, when I see mine, I be like, oh, sis, you doing a good job, sis. You doing a good job, sis. But then when I see Robins and when I see Cass, I be like, okay, like, yes, like, sis, you doing a good job, right? So don't be afraid. Like, stop second guessing yourself and stop shortchanging yourself. Like, get out there, be out there. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, listen, I done went live and my phone fell and I pick it up like, okay, I'm sorry. Oh well. Like, it is what it is. Like, stop feeling like you have to have the perfect background, the perfect space. I'm not in a space that I want to be. So what? You're working to get out of that space so you can get into the space that you want to be. Listen, go after it. Anything can happen on the last day of the month. Like, anything can happen. It is not over. Like, it ain't over. Even when y'all see my daughter in the background with her bonnet, like, she's just popping in the background. But anything can happen. Like, anything can happen. Like, God is gonna meet your level of faith. And listen, I got faith. I'm still having faith, whether it's unrealistic or not, that I'm gonna close this month out as an emerald. You know what I mean? Like, I'm reloading emerald this month. It is what it is, because you know what? It can happen. It can happen. You just never know. So, all right, I'm gonna stop.
I want to piggy off of Steph because you actually just gave me that boost that I needed when it comes to actually going live and using my products. Because of course, like, everybody knows me on my Facebook page as the girl that gets on live and just do her coffee. But lately I've been going live and I've been doing my raps, but then I kind of fell back from doing it. So that really just gave me that motivation, because it's like, I'm known for coffee, but I do have more than just coffee to offer. And people don't know that unless I broadcast it and I let people know. Now, of course, they probably see my posters about the raps, but they don't see me physically using the raps. So how do they know that the raps actually work if I'm not posting my results? So Steph, thank you for that, because I really, really needed that this morning.
Hey, y'all,
Yes.
good morning. Oh,
Go ahead,
okay.
Kaya.
All right, y'all. So I did want to just chime in. One, I did make it to the Dallas Road Rally this weekend. So I got to meet Kizzy, got to meet Shawana in person because we've already met. But it was good to be in the room. I was really excited. Unfortunately, I had to leave early. So shout out to Kizzy for dropping Mark's speech because I was crying that I had to leave before that. But just being in the room, I haven't been to a conference since I think 2018, 2019, before I came back to the business. So I was just really excited to be in a room. Just the fact that everybody is your best friend, people you've never seen in your life, we're all best friends. And it was just really exciting, the atmosphere. But like Kissy was saying, it's just consistency, which is one thing I've struggled with. Some of y'all know. And it's just about being consistent. And the more consistent you are, the more results you'll get. And so I'm working to get my 3-in-1. Well, three more and my 1. And I'm believing for it, whether it happens or not, I'm believing for it for today. And I just know that where I'm ending this month is better than where I have ended the last several months. And so I'm just excited about that. I'm excited to just be here and excited for my change, because from this point on, I don't plan on going back to saying, oh, I need to be more consistent. I'm going to be consistent. And it just is what it is. And with what Stephanie said, going live, she all in my business, but I appreciate it because I've come up with all excuses like, oh my God, I'm ugly today. Like, oh my God, I don't feel good today. Oh my God, my house is dark. Like, when I can just open the blinds and turn a light on. But but it's just no more excuses. It's no reason to not get what we have here, because it's available to all of us, and I'm just excited to get what I can. So I'm ready.
I gotta say something real quick. Hey y'all, happy Monday. And Kaya, this is not directed to you, but you definitely just gave me something to say. Shout out to my new vehicle and how we have lounge seats, so I can literally like put my feet up. Like, it has a little part where you sorry, somebody calling my phone. Hold on, sorry, Jesus. Okay, let me tell you something. I was reading a book, right? Real good book. I might share what book it is, but I'm actually gifting it, so I'm not gonna share what it is. But I was reading a book, and the person was saying, if you use these products and you don't feel good, you don't look good, it doesn't give you confidence, you're not full of energy in life, why in the world would people buy them from you? Why would they buy them from you? Like, if you don't feel better and more confident using the products and you don't exude that, why in the world will somebody want to buy that product from you? And I was like, that makes sense. Like, first of all, especially with the circle. So it's the same thing with the business. If you saying that this business gives you so much confidence and you love it here and blah, 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 but you can't even exude that to other people, you're growing, but people can't see the growth because you're not willing to show it. Why would other people join you? Where's the confidence? Where's the excitement? Where's the energy? Like, people be like, oh my God, you be full of life. Like, at the end of the day, every time I hit live and my kids are around, there is no telling, okay? At the end of the day. So if y'all be like, well, I don't know my kid. Listen, I never know what my kids are going to do or say. They may try it. It's okay. I just get them. When we get off Zoom, I'm going to remain calm while we on there, especially Zaire. Lord knows he is the talker backer, okay? I never had any 2 problems until I met him. But it just is what it is. People like that stuff, like they said. But at the end of the day, I want you to say, be nice to yourself. All you guys that are super critical and analytical of yourselves, that is so bogus. Like, why would somebody want to join you when that's how you talk to you? So if you talk to you like that, how do you think of them? You know what I'm saying? When I get on one-to-ones and I listen to how some of y'all talk about yourselves, it's like, dang, what you think about me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You the person that be with you all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really think that much about me? Like, come on, it starts within and with yourself. And if you don't realize that, I'm telling you that right now, you will never be able to see me for how I am for real until you start seeing yourself for how you are. Your business will never grow the way that it's supposed to grow until you allow yourself to be okay with loving you. I just posted a quote by Mel Robbins, but she said, you have to be honest with yourself. The only way that you can change where you are is if you're honest with where you are. And that's the God won't bless who you pretend to be. Like, for real, look at yourself in the mirror. Like, and this is well, the podcast that I was listening to, and everybody will get to this because I know y'all going to listen to the Mel Robbins podcast that I shared. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting here like, okay, if you know you done gain weight, it just is what it is. If you know your edges is falling out, like if you know like you can't fit into your jeans and your clothes, if you know your face is breaking out, so like at the end of the day, you have made a commitment and you have products that can change it. And so instead of feeling feeling insecure about how you look or how you feel, just be like, oh my God, like what happened, Rachel? But it's okay. I'm woke today, and today is day one, and it's going to get better. And that's how I have the confidence to be able to share my stomach on live. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not sharing my stomach on live. I can share my stomach on live because it won't always be like this. Like, boo, it's about to be gone. And so when it's gone, y'all gonna be like, how you do that? I rapped every single week. And now look, like all this skin is gone. Now look at my stomach. Rachel, you only 3 months postpartum. Like I got my kids 10. Like, boo, you have to start today and be okay with where you are and look at yourself. Like, yes, it's not where you want it to be. And so when y'all share y'all stomachs and y'all bodies, and I know that's a big deal for you, I am like cheering you on, because at the end of the day, somebody else looks like that, but they won't even look at themselves in the mirror. I had somebody tell me that. Y'all, somebody who used to be bing, bang, bow, okay, her results was legit. She told me she don't even look in the mirror. I said, whoa, absolutely not. You are still beautiful. The question is, do you feel good and do you love yourself? And if not, let's change that. So not just for Kaya, this is for everybody. Y'all be nice to yourself and be mindful of how you're speaking about yourself, like for real. Be nice. That's all I'm gonna say. Be nice.
That's so good, because I used to be one that was very mean to myself, and it held me captive. I struggled. That was one of the reasons why I couldn't level up, was because I did not trust my judgment. I did not trust myself. I did not feel worthy. It was just so much. It was so much. I felt like because I struggled with my weight for so long, that I couldn't be a proper representation of the products, like the business. Like it was a lot. And it wasn't until we sat down, me and Rachel, we sat down for a one-on-one. This is why it's so important to have your one-on-one. So if you're not having your one-on-ones with your enroller, you are not keeping that line of communication flowing, just like Stephanie was saying, no matter how much you think you got it together, if you're not talking to your leadership and having that connection, I'm telling you, like you are shortchanging yourself. So, but it wasn't until I sat down with her and we talked about it, and she, just helped me to realize that God made me because I had a purpose, like a specific purpose for me. So the way that he made me, the way that I look, the way that I am, is all to carry out what he called me to. And how disrespectful am I to not love what he created? Because everything that he created is good. Everything that he created in his image. And so if I'm not loving me, then how can I say that I love him? I'm being very disrespectful. And so when she was like, how are you disrespectful? Like you real disrespectful to God. And I was like, oh, wow. And the lack of trust in me didn't allow me to have trust in him, didn't allow me to have trust in people. And so it kept me from connecting in the way that I needed to connect. And we know that this business is all about connecting. And so you have to love yourself. You have to, and this one Monday meetup, she was like, y'all walking around beat up because y'all beating yourselves up when the devil was already coming for you. But he could just skip over y'all because y'all doing it to yourselves. Y'all beating y'all just walking around beat up. And we all, like, I laughed. I don't know if anybody else laughed, but it was real. It was like we walking around beat up. up from ourselves, like just beating ourselves down. And the enemy is already coming for that. So we don't need to be beating ourselves up and helping him do his job. And so, yes, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you look at yourself, the way that you love yourself is very, very important and very crucial. I had to add that in. And the fact that I go live every time I post that rap post, like this is a pointer, a tip for y'all. Every single time I post that rap post, I go live and I rap. And that is how I close my customers. I post a rap post, it blow up. A couple days later, I go live rapping my stomach every single time. Every single time. And that is how I close my customers. I didn't like showing my stomach. Like that was very vulnerable for me, but it's the vulnerability that people connect to. They're not perfect. Their stomachs look just like ours or worse. And so you showing that and showing your stomach is giving somebody else encouragement, because somebody else's stomach actually look worse than yours. And so you showing your stomach is giving them the courage to start working on where they desire to be. And so I'm telling y'all, they love the process. They love the journey. And that's what they want to see. They want to be able to see your process. It's not believable for you to post a picture one day looking like this and then post a picture the next day looking like that. They want to see the journey. That's the realness. The realness. People connect with real. They can't connect with perfect. That makes it seem unattainable. They want to see the real. So be real, y'all. Be y'all. That's the only way that your business is going to blow up, when you decide to be you and lean into it and love it and be you boldly and unapologetically. So
I'm gonna jump in.
I wanted to speak about that. If you can go.
Oh no, just really quick. That, like, I posted, if you're in the Race to Ruby chat, I posted like my before and after pictures, and Brittany was like, Stephanie, you stay coming through with the before and afters. I don't care where I am. I don't care if I posted a flat stomach before. If my stomach fat today, I'm taking a picture, because you know why? I'm gonna get it flat again, because I know the products work. So that's why I'm always like, I will forever have before and after pictures, and it's people seeing that process and seeing that journey and being okay with that journey. So yes, take your pictures. It doesn't matter where you are today. If I would have never took that very first picture, if I would have never been as vulnerable as I was, knowing that I can buy some clothes to hide my flaws. Okay. I know how to shop for where my body is. So you would never know. But if I would have never took that, I wouldn't have had those pictures to go back and be like, wow. And I don't know if y'all saw, the scale lies to me. It lies to me. My pictures, it was 1 pound, 1 ounce. And I'm like, y'all, you a lie. I'm throwing you away. Like, you don't even work for me, because my body doesn't look like I only lost 1 pound. Like, my body looks like I lost more than that. So stop looking at that scale, stop letting that scale tell you, or, like, give you dignity to say, oh, I lost 10 pounds. So what? Like, I lost 1 and I still look like I lost 10. So take your pictures and rely on your pictures and how your clothes fit. Don't rely on the scale. Okay, I'm sorry.
So Friday, I decided to rap, and I rapped in my stories. And I was like real nervous about it. And I was like, you know what? People were you know how you go back to your stories to see like who's watching it. And I was like, oh my gosh, all these people looking at my stomach. Ain't nobody saying like nothing. And I was like, I'm about to just delete it. And as soon as I was about to delete it, a lady was like, girl, I need these raps. And she ordered. And I was like, okay. So definitely just put yourself out there.
All right, I gotta jump back in. Okay. That is loving where you are. And I don't know about the married folks, but I always look at my husband and I be like, do you like all of this? I'd be like, it's your fault. So tell me you love this. You know what I'm saying? Like, while I'm getting better, you better love me right now. You love all of this. And so that's real. Like, love yourself where you are. Like, you're not loving yourself. And it's okay that you are where you are. Like, it's okay. And if you don't like it the way you are, like, you have the ability to change it. And so the same for you. I feel you, Erica. But then say, I love this stomach. It gave me 4 kids. It gave me, you know what I mean? Like, Zoe did numbers. And so I'll say that, yo, Zoe did numbers on my body. but I am getting it back together. And thank God I get to get it back together, because it's a whole bunch of y'all here that your kids did multiple numbers on your body and you're not doing nothing to change it. Okay. I'm talking about, like, I'm looking at my mama like, boo, you just let us jack you up and you just took it. Okay. No, get it together. So yes.
That's so good. I'll jump in on that, y'all. Being vulnerable, people connect to it. People need someone that looks like them to give them motivation and inspiration to keep going. Like, I talked to so many people, and literally over the last 72 hours, that it was over 300 pounds. And I've been with this business for almost 9 years, and I haven't talked to that many people over that time span. It's crazy. I'm like, okay, Lord, but it's because I'm showing more of my pictures, of my starts, and I can connect with them. And when I tell them, like, I've been over 350 pounds, like, I've been there. And so I can connect with them, and I can tell them, like, you can do it too, but it's a process. It's a process. And also being honest with them and transparent. Like, listen, it's not going to be this month. You're not going to lose 100 pounds. You might lose 10, you might lose 15, whatever, but it's a process. And as long as you decide for you that you're going to do it, then it's going to happen. And don't ask me how long it took me. It's going to be different for you because it's your journey. And you guys can't compare it. You can't compare my day 3092 to your day one. Like, you can't. And so you just have to pray and say, God, this is what I want to do. I want to change, and I need to know how to, and go forth in it. And he'll give you the desires of your heart. He really will. But you have to decide. And we hear that all the time. Like, it took me making the decision, but it's really a decision. Like, if it's what you want to change, you'll do it. You'll do it if it's really what you want. And just keep going. Consistency matters, y'all. Consistency matters. Like, I've lost a lot of weight, and I've gained some weight, and I lost some weight, and now I'm losing. And like, just last week I gained a pound, but I don't look like it. Like Stephanie said, I don't look like it. And I know that with these products, I can get it off and more. So it's just being consistent and understanding that your life will never be perfect. Okay. If you're striving for perfection, you need to repent, because you'll never get there. So just be encouraged, y'all. Keep going. You'll get it.
Yes, it's the consistency all across the board. The consistency with the products, the consistency with the business. Like, it's literally, it comes down to how consistent are you? Regardless of what it looks like, regardless of what you did yesterday, regardless of the giants that you see, are you looking at yourself so much as a grasshopper that you are defeating yourself? You are defeating yourself before you ever get out into the battle. Like, you've already took yourself out. And so really just be consistent all across the board. The only reason that we aren't seeing everything that God wants for us is because of the lack of consistency. And then the taking too much time to overcome. Like, it's the consistent overcoming, and then just being consistent in general, that the other people that are blowing up do, as opposed to what we don't do. They consistently overcome and do it well and do it fast, and they are consistent within their day-to-day task. It doesn't matter how, it really doesn't even matter about the time. I'd rather you give me 30 minutes consistency every single day than work your business 4 hours on one day and never look at it again for 5 days. Like, that's not going to get you to where it is you truly desire to be. And so the small, giving what you can consistently is with the products, with the business, is what's going to get you to where it is that you want to be. And like Robin said, don't compare. Everybody's journey is going to be different, whether it's weight loss, whether it's promoting, whatever. And you can't compare your page 1 to our page 10. Like, you just have to run your own race, stay in your own lane, keep your eyes laser focused on where it is you're going and the things that you need to do to get there, and consistently walk. just walk and press towards the mark each and every single day. Yesterday is merely for information set for you to do better today, not for you to harp on, not for you to sulk in, merely information to put you on a path for better today. So just be consistent, y'all. It's really the consistency. That's the key. Go ahead, Kizzy.
Yes, while you were talking, I was sitting here and I was thinking like about the man in the mirror. In the scripture when he says like he'll look at his reflection and he'll walk away and he'll forget how he looked, or and the reason I thought about that is because we look at ourselves sometimes and we say, oh yeah, I like if Rachel say, hey, where your chart? You know, where are you on your chart? Or like not even necessarily the chart. Like, did you send these 25 messages or did you send these 50 messages? And then we be like, and I ain't gonna send 20. I ain't gonna send 25. I'm just gonna do 10. Or so we not really like doing the work, but then we say that we did the work when somebody asks, well, did you really do the work? Even when it comes down to the journey and the weight loss, to be honest, like Robin, I applaud Robin for her consistency. In my own story, I lost almost 100 pounds. Well, I actually lost 110 pounds, but I gained like 20 back. But a lot of times before I started losing weight, I would always be like, oh yeah, I go to the gym. But then I would never tell about what I was eating because I was always, overweight, but I used to eat everything, so it just didn't line up. So my actions didn't line up with my results, and my results didn't line up with my actions. It could go both ways. So when you're talking about consistency, we have to be honest with ourselves. If we are not doing the work, if we are not talking to the people, and it don't even have to be people like I found myself talking to the same people over and over and over, and something in me says, stop talking to the same folk. If they ain't moving right now, talk to somebody new. You ain't gotta always talk to the people on your friends list. And that's why I love hosting posters. I can talk to people who don't even know me, you know what I mean? And so just really looking at the man in the mirror and being honest with yourself. Because if you can't be honest with yourself, you definitely can't be honest with nobody else. And that's not good. And you won't see results because you can't be honest. So thank you for that.
And another thing too, be okay with putting on blinders, right? Like Brittany said, run your own race. Stop comparing yourself to other people. And listen, I'm talking to myself. I found this morning I had to unfollow somebody because what happened was I started doubting myself because I was looking at what they were accomplishing. And I was like, well, wait a minute, but why? But we're not in the same position. Like this person is a true social media influencer, right? Like so they can promote in 25 days. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to re-promote, like, and they promoting in 25 days. I had to go and I had to listen, pray about it and say, what am I doing? Like, why am I doubting? I know what I can do, and I know what I'm going to do is going to be sustainable, right? Like, I know that I'm going to put in the work daily and it's going to be sustainable. I had to unfollow them. I'm like, okay, let me unfollow them. Let me get them out of my news feed because it was planting those seeds of doubt. And all it takes is one. All it takes is one. But I knew as soon as I saw it, I was like, unfollow. You cannot continue to see that in your timeline because it is going to place that little seed of doubt. And sometimes that's all we need is a little seed of doubt. And once it's there, it's hard to get it out. It's hard to get out of that space because then you're constantly looking and you're trying to copy what they're doing, but that's not you. Like, you're not you. And people buy people. They don't buy products. Anybody can buy something from anybody else. How many weight loss companies and products they say that they work and, like you see all these results, but people got to believe you and they got to believe your heart and they got to believe that you believe what you're talking about. So it kind of goes back to what Rachel was saying. Like, do you believe in yourself? And if you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe in your products, why should somebody else? And why should somebody else buy from you? And so if you haven't started your product journey, or if you haven't started being consistent in your business where you're getting and celebrate the small wins. Celebrate that you got a customer. Like, if you ain't never got a customer before you sign up a customer, hey, celebrate that and be excited about that and talk about that. If you sold a sample and you put $20 worth of gas in your car, celebrate that. I went live this morning talking about it was one of my friends shared, and I shared it in the chat. Like, a family of four making $4,800 after they paid all their bills, like they had $98 between the two adults. Most people are living like that. We have an opportunity to share something with people that they don't have to live like that. Like, they can have more month, or no, more money than month, right? Like, because most people are living where it's more, the money done ran out and there's a lot of month left, and we trying to figure out how to rob people to Peter to pay Paul. You have a solution. When you're not sharing that with people, when you're being nervous, when you think that, oh, they not gonna, this person ain't gonna be interested, you're being selfish. Stop being selfish with your business. Share it with everybody. Bless. You never know who it may bless, because it can. It believe me, this business is a blessing. It is a blessing for so many people.
Yes, I wanted to piggyback on, and I'll let you go, Robin, in a minute. I wanted to piggyback off of what you were saying when you said, you know, how you can spiral when you start comparing. One of the things that helps me negate that as soon as it starts is understanding that God is no respecter of person, in the same way that he's blessing them. And because he's blessing them, it doesn't take away from what he has for me. What he has for me is mine. And it doesn't matter how somebody else is being blessed in the moment or whatever. What he has for me is still for me. And so him blessing them does not negate the blessings that he has for me or what he has in store for me. And so just understanding that, yes, he owns everything. Everything. And so with that being said, there's no lack. There's no such thing. Like, he's not lacking on whatever. He's not lacking on sending customers or distributors or raining down promotions here, and because promotion comes from him. So, and raining down promotion there, like, he's not, there's nothing that I have to worry about, because he has everything. And so that's the thing that keeps me out of that place, because it can happen. It can happen. And it's a constant battle to stay on the straight and narrow, because you can overcome and then get into another place where you're looking left and right. So this is something that I have to constantly remind myself. And so, yes, Stephanie, that was good. Just in general, like, if you're not believing yourself, you're not believing that this is a blessing, if you're not believing that you can make money here, if you're not believing that you can teach somebody how to make money here, you're not believing that the products really do what they say, like, that is why you're not reining in customers, you're not reining in distributors. That was one thing for me when it came to distributors, was believing that I could help somebody make some money with this business. I had to start believing that. Like, I believed that the business worked, the bottles, the products work, but first I had to believe that it would work for me. And then I had to believe that I could truly help somebody make big money with this business. And that's when it became fun to share this opportunity. Like Stephanie said, that's when I started to look at it as a solution for real, not only for my life, but for people who look like they have it all together. And that's the thing, people look like they have it all together. Social media is a highlight reel. So you cannot even take what you see at face value, because you may look at them and it may seem like they have it all together, but they really don't. And they really are looking for somebody like you to share something so powerful with them. Like, literally, you have so much power in these fingers right now. You literally can help somebody start a business that can change their entire life. When I saw my friend's life change before my eyes, I realized that I have the opportunity to offer somebody else that same blessing. So literally, share. Don't be selfish. Share what you have, because what you have is so amazing. So go ahead, Robin.
Okay, a couple things. It's funny that Stephanie was talking about that, because I kind of had to unfollow somebody too. And I wonder, is it the same person? Because this person has like 100,000 followers, but I had to unfollow them too, because it's like, I didn't see what they did to get to them 100,000 followers. I just saw them come into business and go diamond in 20 days.
That's all I saw. And I'm just like, what just happened? How did they even do something like that? But I didn't see them building their entire network for the past, I don't know, 10 years probably, to be honest. I don't know how long she's been building her network. And so when I saw that, I had a little twinge too, but I had to just unfollow me. Like you said, put them blinders on to run my own race. And something so funny, even though on the days that I don't believe in me, I believe in God. And I think putting my life over to him in those moments just helped me float through those sad days where the sad days used to take me out for a week. Now I'm just like, okay, that was like 12 hours. All right, God took care of it. Now I can go back and get back into the game where I was at. And Brittany, you said something to me last month. I was like, well, I haven't signed a distributor yet. And you was like, you just don't talk about it enough. You don't believe in yourself. And literally 30 days later, I was able to do that because I just started instilling that belief into myself and believing what, like you said, what I have is life changing. I had to really step back and look at how it changed my life. Even without signing a distributor, the business has changed my life, even without. And so it made me think about this one more thing, because we keep hearing the word consistency. And like in my mind, consistency translates to watering dirt for 4 months before you even see a peak of a leaf. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. Farmers literally water dirt every single day. They don't say, well, I didn't see it in 2 months, so I'm gonna stop watering it. No, they just keep watering dirt. And that's literally what I've been doing since 401 came out. I decided to be consistent, and I'm just now seeing the leaves from that fruit. Like I'm just now seeing it. Like it's just now sprouting up. And so now it's to the point where like, let me just keep watering where I was at, because I can't stop now. It might have took 3 months of me consistently posting reels, but then I gained 3,000 followers in 30 days because I've been putting up 2 to 3 reels every single day. And so that's what I hope that helps somebody. Consistency is watering dirt until we see the fruit. You don't never stop. You never stop watering it. And so, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm really excited for this last day, closing out this cycle today. And I hope everybody get their wins.
Hey guys, was gonna come live real quick. Just wanted to encourage someone. So many times over the last weekend or last few days, I heard so many people talk about like, I've been following you for a long time. I've been following you. I've been watching you. There are people that are following you and watching, and I know we've heard this. You guys have heard it, but I wanted to say it again. Like there are people following you and watching you that they're not liking on posts, they're not commenting on your videos, but they are watching your journey. Continue to be like loud and proud of who you are and where you are, because someone's connecting to you and they may not have the courage to even connect to you like where it's out loud, but they're connecting to you. So continue to be you. You are you. Like you are made for a reason. Like it's just, there's something special. And I continue to say this, and I was telling one of my distributors, like, there's a light in you, because God puts he's in every one of us, right? There's a light in you that needs to shine, and don't dim it, and don't be afraid to shine bright. Now, if somebody gets offended because of your light, that's them, but your light is to shine bright and just share you. Like there's something so special about you. It is. So just want to encourage you guys. Hope you guys have an amazing week. It's going to be amazing. End of February, going into March. I'm excited. So excited to help people. Like, and that's the thing. One thing I've been doing is just double checking every morning and throughout the day, just double checking my heart posture. Like if I get frustrated or I get like caught up in the numbers or caught up in what I need, that means I'm focusing too much on me. And I need to shift my focus, look up, and like, you know what? I'm here to help people. I'm here, God, I'm here to connect to who you want to connect to. So if you find yourself doing that a lot throughout the day, you got to shift your focus and look up.
I do want to talk to y'all about Big Mo. This is a concept that I did not understand when I first came into the business. You know what momentum is, but Big Mo is a real thing. And you think you can control it, but you cannot. Okay. You cannot. But once you get in it, where you are attached to it, you have to put your foot on the gas. And the only way that you're in Big Mo and it stops is because of you. Period. Okay. So our team right now is experiencing Big Mo. Period. It's only been 2 days since it's been like popping. but probably about for the last week. Like, it's Big Mo. The way that we're going to keep it going is by our belief and our willingness to move forward. God can put his super on your natural, but you have to believe, y'all. I feel like we should turn on Prince of Egypt. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Anybody? No. Oh my God, go watch Prince of Egypt. It will when you believe. No? Okay. Anyways, so I'm gonna share the song today. Y'all gonna make me share to YouTube when I get off of here. You have to believe, like, you legit have to believe. And you have to believe in even when you don't believe. And then it goes back to what Kizzy said in the comments, because how, if the word says that we're made in his image, how do you view him? Because if you're viewing you in a certain way, it's either how do you view him, or do you believe God's word? One or the other, period. How do you view him, or do you believe his word? Is his word true? Period. So Big Mo, you don't want to lose it. And you cannot, once it's created, you have to run with it. And so you have to keep going. And it's crazy, because I'm glad you said that, Robin, about somebody else's network, because Brian was saying we should talk about how people sign their loyal customers, what they've been doing to sign their customers. And that's good, because you should go and grab the post. But please don't get mad when your post don't get 200 comments like mine. You cannot do that. I have been building my business on social media, like Robin said, for 10 years, and not, in different ways. I mean, and there's different ways to build your business, but I've been building for 10 years. I have. And so you cannot compare your post to my post. You cannot. And that doesn't mean that you take it down. Leave it up. You're one person, and closing is the biggest thing, guys. So when you close, I'm automatically asking for a phone call, period. And like Robin said, when she shared her tip, just call them in Messenger. When they say, okay, that's good on the price, go ahead and call them in Messenger. Just call and be like, oh, I was just trying to see if I can catch you. Do you have a moment? And have written on the paper all the information that you need to collect. And you don't even have to put it in, guys. Literally just take down their information. Write it down. Just write down all the information. And y'all, when you get a sign date, I got a distributor signing on Friday. I took all her information. I have it. I said, I'm going to input this at 9 a.m. on Friday. That's what I used to do. Why not now? When I used to go to parties and they'd be like, well, I don't get paid till the 15th. On their order form, I would put 15th. Like, you already know on the 15th it's coming through. I'm not checking with you on the 15th. You filled this out and you signed it. So on the 15th, this will run. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, and I made contact with them, and like she's invited to the informational tonight, but I already got all her information. And so on Friday, unless she sends me a message that says, Rachel, stop, I'm gonna process it. If it declined, that's one thing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely gonna put it in. So start doing that. You're a business owner. Same way that you be like, okay, on the 15th, I can get this, or run my card on the 15th. That's the same thing. You are a business owner. Just keep this stuff in trusted places. Yes, praise the Lord for order forms. I wish they would run that back. I might have to send that to Cammie. So when it comes to the Big Mo, like, make sure that you are like following the leader. So what people are doing, you do it too. But just don't be mad if you don't get 50 million. And at the end of the day, to whom much is given, much is required. I got 200 some comments on there. Y'all, if I did not have boundaries, that would give me anxiety. It really would. It would make me anxious. So I have, because of the boundaries that I have, I'm okay with working through them. Like, babe, you still need a wrap on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Like, we good. And I may be nice just because I have great customer service and say, hey, forgive me. I know there's been a lot of people who are interested. Everybody wants these wraps, and I had to open up more spots. Are you ready to get going? Y'all get what I'm saying? So when you get Big Mo, run with Big Mo, and we're gonna keep Big Mo all the way to Black Diamond and beyond, okay? Because it's hard when you're not in momentum. It is hard. But when I came into my business in 2013, it was in momentum. And so for me, driving my business come 2015, my 2 years of building, baby, I blew up, okay? I jumped right into that momentum. And so make sure you're doing the same thing.
Yes, momentum. Listen, and I feel like it's back. We getting back to the place where we was, like Rachel just said, in 2015. Like, It Works was in momentum. Like, that is where we're back at, and you do not want to miss out. Like, I'm telling y'all, listen, Linda's. I was one of the people who sat on the sideline and watched the first time. I'm gonna tell you this right now: you do not want to sit on the sideline. You do not want to disqualify yourself. You do not want to only, I mean, it's good to be a cheerleader because we're going to cheer for everybody as they're winning, but that is not what you're here for, to just only be a cheerleader, okay? I'm telling you. Oh, I was looking at the comments. I see all these numbers coming through. I'm like, what's going on? But no, my goal is to have at least seven people on the opportunity call tonight. But yeah, like you do not want to, you just don't want to miss the wave, okay? You really don't. You really don't. You do not want to miss the wave. I'm telling you, it's so fun. Like when we went on this squad, because we went together and we're such a family unit, and I wish we would have had watch night. But watch night, even online, is not nothing like watch night in person. Like the way that we do things on this squad, when we are in this season, like you just do not want to not be a part of it. Like sometimes I used to just come sit in the room just to be in the room because the energy was so great. And it's just like, look, it's just something that y'all want to be a part of. So make the decision right now. Like Robin said, we say it comes down to a decision, and it really is about a decision. So make a decision right now that you are going to be a part of this. And this is not something that you're going to miss, because in the end, you rallying for the Black Diamond or whatever goal your upline is going for, because you are attached to somebody's goal outside of Black Diamond. You being attached to somebody else's goal is what's going to get us there. But just be excited for what it's going to do for you and your family, and understanding as you push for the team goal, you are going to rise. You are going to win. Your check is going to be higher. Your family is going to be more blessed. You're going to have savings in the savings account. You're going to be able to pay off debt. Like the more you rally for the goal, the team goal, the more you're in the midst, the more you are just a part of this big thing. Like it's so amazing. The more you're going to win. So just understanding that as you fight for somebody else, and as you help enough people up or down, get what they want, you will automatically get and receive what it is that God has for you. So I'm super excited about all of the, like how we about to kill the money, all the rubies, because we still running the ruby. If you said ruby at February 1st, you still need to be running. It's February 28th, no matter what it looks like. You still need to be running the ruby, re-promoting or promoting, So I'm excited for all the blocks, all the cycles and everything that we're going to complete today, and how we're just going to set ourselves up for March Madness, because it's coming. Kizzy, you got something to say?
Yes. So I just wanted to share this, and I did ask Rachel, but I wanted to share what was shared with us on Saturday regarding doing everything for your business. I know that we all have come to social media and got into like just messaging and all of that, but what they were sharing, what was shared with us was like the opportunities, like to host parties. Like back in the day, it was that crazy rap thing. What it said, like since the world is actually opened back up, it's okay to host parties, like to sit around the table with the people, because what was said is 2/3 of the time, like if you do that, more than likely 2/3 of the time people are going to order from you because you're directly in front of them. And so even if you have to, I mean, like me personally, I don't mind hosting parties at my house, but I know that sometimes people don't want other people at their house. That's understandable. But if you know, like church, like there are so many different places that you can do that. If you actually get out of your house, there are places that you can actually host parties, and you don't have to have samples unless you want to, but you can have pictures and have the opportunity chart, even showing like the month, the how much you get paid. Like I can't remember what it's called, but that right there, like just showing that to the people. And what the lady, I can't even remember her name right now, but she's one of the ones that create the that does the opportunity, that shows us how we can get more people to parties and all of that. She said to invite 5 people, and she said what she's found is that 20% of the people, somebody's going to either buy or become a either become a customer or become a business owner. And then so pretty much it's like you're gonna more than likely get 4 people to become your customer, and one of them's gonna be your DT. So always remember to invite 5 people. I can't put it exactly how they put it, but I just thought it was so much interesting, and that's something that I know that I wanted to implement. So I wanted to share that with y'all.
Yes, that's so good, Kizzy, because prior to social media and COVID, we were an in-person building team. We did parties. Like, parties were our jam, like in-person parties. Man, literally closed out 400 boxes left and right with the in-person party, and built like that was the way that we built. So yes, get in a face. Like Rachel said, even if you masked up, like, get in people's space. There's power in proximity. Like, so that's what we always say. There's power in being in person and face to face. So it's just something about that touch and just being in somebody's personal space that creates that relationship even much more stronger. And so, yes, I'm excited. Do everything. Leave no stone unturned today. No stone unturned today. So I'm gonna go ahead and pray us out, and we're gonna hop off of here and we're gonna kill it. All right. So, dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you so much for allowing us to come together today, for allowing us to pour into one another, to encourage one another, to just come together and just glorify your name in such a magnificent way. We just ask that every seed that was planted this morning is blessed and it falls on fertile soil. We just ask that you continue to reign in the overflow, continue to reign in the distributors, reign in the loyal customers, and just continue to give or continue to rain down your favor on us on this day, Lord. We just love you. We adore you. We magnify your name. We glorify your kingdom. We honor you, and we know that it is such a privilege and an honor to be called by you and to carry out this work that you have for us. So we're going to do it, and we're going to do it boldly. We're going to do it proudly. We're going to walk with our heads held high, and we're going to expect things to move. We're going to speak to mountains, and they're going to move. We are going to not be worried about the giants, because if you called us to this, then that means that they are irrelevant to what it is and they're irrelevant to us getting what it is that you have for us. So with that, we're going to rest assured that everything that you have for us is ours, and we just have to walk in victory. And it's in your son Jesus' name that we pray all of this today. Amen. All right, y'all. Bye. Peace out.
Bye.